Gentlemen, with summer right around the corner, there is no better time than right now to get your head out of your ass and lose some weight. And by head out of your ass, I simply mean head out of your ass. What in God's name are you waiting for? I know it's difficult. I know lifestyle changes are tough. Going to the gym, watching what you eat, and all that fancy stuff. But what if I could promise you faster fat loss results? Would you then maybe be interested in trying it? Yeah, faster fat loss results. Gentlemen, today I'm going over 5 ways for you to lose weight fast. Or should I say faster? Or is it fasting? Intermittent fasting, which happens to be tip number 1. So a few weeks ago, I did a video entitled The 5 Biggest Mistakes Men Make in the Morning. One of those tips happened to be not eating a healthy, healthful breakfast. I didn't say what time that breakfast was, but it opened up a whole internet ass full of crazy. Everyone was freaking out talking about why breakfast is bullshit and everybody should be intermittent fasting and blah, 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 blah. Intermittent fasting is like the latest buzzword. Like, oh, it's intermittent fasting. Like, it's something new. It's been around for ages. And all it really is eating in cycles. It's a pattern of eating where you're consuming all of your calories in a window and then you don't eat. But all intermittent fasting was not created equal. There are basically 3 different ways that you can intermittently fast. The most popular one is the 16-8 method, where you are actually skipping breakfast, you're eating a little bit later, and you're consuming all of your calories within an 8-hour window. You're then fasting, aka not eating, for the rest of the day, or 16 hours. So you fast all night long, you skip breakfast, and then you eat breakfast. Breakfast actually is break fast. Get it? Been around for a while. In my opinion, it is a great way to restrict calories. You restrict calories, you lose fat. And tip number 1, intermittent fasting, is the perfect piggyback for my personal opinion on the best way to lose weight fastest, number 2, which is fasted cardio. When I started doing fasted cardio, I just called it cardio on an empty stomach. In my personal opinion, it is the best way to actually lose body fat. In a nutshell, your body is empty. When you start doing cardio in your target zone, you dip right into the fatty acids as the energy source to keep you going. You do that for an extended period of time, you lose fat fast. One of the scariest things about doing cardio on an empty stomach or fasting and not eating, giving your body nutrients for an extended period of time, guys freak out thinking that they're actually losing muscle as opposed to fat. And I get it. This is a concern for a lot of guys. The other thing that is super frustrating and scary is when you're exercising, you're lifting weights, you're doing cardio, and you're starting a fitness plan, and you're not seeing the scale move. And there is absolutely nothing that kills motivation faster than when you're working hard, you're busting your ass, you hop on the scale, and it hasn't changed. Or worse yet, it's actually increased. When you first start working out with weights, your body's like doing a lot of different things all at once. Your body fat is going down, but simultaneously, your muscles are starting to get filled with glucose, glycogen, getting more dense. This dense muscle actually offsets a lot of times the fat that you're losing. It's very common when you start a fitness program, when you're doing cardio, lifting weights, that your weight actually sort of stays the same. So it is incredibly important for you to understand what's actually happening. One tool that I would recommend everybody who's into fitness or fat loss or gaining muscle invest in is a body analyzer scale. This specific body analyzer scale is the best one that I've ever used, and I've used a lot. It's the most accurate. The way I know that is because I actually have body fold or calipers that I know how to take my own body fat measurements, and so I've tested a lot. This one is the best. This scale is from the company VitaGoods, and it is the best one that I've ever used. I've done a few videos for VitaGoods before where I'm talking about the facial scrubbing brush, and they have an amazing discount. If you guys want to buy one of these scales, they're normally $125 today. For you, $50. This body fat analyzer scale is fantastic. Like I said, it's the best I've ever used, and I've tried a bunch. If you want to grab one at that $50 price point, there's a special link down in the description that you got to hit. I honestly would recommend that everybody get a scale that actually measures their body fat along with how much they weigh. It's the only real way that you're going to know what's happening with your body, both in fat loss and muscle gain. There are a few tips you need to understand when you actually buy a body fat analyzing scale. scale. In order to get accurate results, you need to weigh yourself at the same time for the most part every day. Also, the amount of water you consumed the day before is also going to impact the results. So if you went out drinking the night before and you're super dehydrated, that is going to change the results or the percentage that you see on the scale. Try to stay consistent so that you can actually see what's going on. The third tip for losing fat fast is to actually reduce the amount of carbohydrates you're eating. I'm not saying go no carbs. There are some diets out there like the keto diet, or the Atkins diet that are really super low in carbohydrates, almost zero. And you will lose body fat doing that, but I'm not recommending that. Your brain needs carbohydrates to function properly, but if you're looking for a kickstart, something to jumpstart, there are some options out there. Do your research, see if there's one that fits you, your lifestyle, because really that's what you need to figure out is what type of diet is going to fit your lifestyle, including, when are you going to do cardio and when are you going to do tip number 4, which is build muscle. The benefits to building muscle, there are zillions of them, but one of them is actually increasing your metabolism or the amount of calories your body uses just at rest. Start working out with weights and you're going to see a dramatic impact on your fat percentage. And last, but certainly not least, the 5th way you're going to see fat loss faster is start. All you got to do is start. Take that first step. And that ultimately is the most difficult one to take. I want you to get as much out of this life as humanly possible. Fitness is the one thing that I would say changed my life more than anything else. Not only do you look better, not only do you feel good about yourself, your confidence goes through the roof. Start today. Get your head out of your ass and start. Hopefully, if you start seeing results a little faster, you're going to keep going. If you fall down, get back up. I believe in you. I know you can do this, and you are incredible.